I'll turn 25 this year, like this September. And what does that mean on the internet, you ask? It means my 20s are running out. It means that here are 25 things you should do before you turn 25. If you've not achieved this much by the time you're 25, you are a fucking loser. I think it means quarter life crisis. And strangely, I don't feel any of that. I feel no panic whatsoever. And for a long time, I wondered why, because it is really quite out of character for me, if you knew me personally, because I'm quite particular about age. When I was 12 years old, I was really hung up on the idea that I was going to turn 13, that I was going to become officially a teenager. So I used to read newspapers and magazines and trying to figure out what my next steps should be, what this new era meant for me. Sort of, I wanted a roadmap for everything, for what was coming up next. And then when I was 19, I was so anxious about turning 20. I felt that, oh, this is my last teenage years, and like, what have I achieved in my teenage years? Nothing. Like, what the hell is wrong with me? 20s are so serious. Like, you're turning 20, you're becoming an adult. I don't feel ready for it at all. And I was so anxious, and I was like crying and whatnot. That birthday of mine was the worst birthday, I must say. But then the next morning I woke up and nothing happened. The world did not stop. Everything just kept moving naturally as it would have otherwise, and life moved on. So knowing how like weird up I get about it, is that even a word? Like how strange I become about age. I thought that 25 would be similar. Maybe I will have a quarter life crisis when I turn 25 for sure. That's just who I am. I'm so hung up on age and whatnot. And then I'm gonna turn 25 this year, and I feel none of that. And I think I know why. I think it has been because my early 20s have been nothing I imagined it would be. So if you've been following my channel for some time, maybe you'd know that by the time I was 23, I lost both my parents. And just seeing death up close, especially the death of two people who meant the most to me, like it has in very unexpected ways changed my relationship with time forever, I think. I remember sitting outside the ICU where my father was admitted, and just having this realization at that time that, whatever I'm building towards, like whatever I'm building in my life, be it this YouTube channel or my Instagram page or my writing on Substack or my music or my tech career, whatever it is, like if I achieve this at 25, or if I achieve this at 35, or if I achieve this at 45, or if I achieve this at the age of 55, what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with it, because my father wanted to write after his retirement, and he easily could have done that. It's just life did not give him that chance to do it, As human beings, we are so hung up on whether we are late to something, or we are behind someone else, or in this rat race that we're all running, I think, towards. I don't know. The real tragedy of life is not to be late. The real tragedy of life is to not get the chance to do it at all. And that realization has stuck with me. It has also made me realize one more thing, that whatever happens, the world keeps spinning. So when I was in my first year of college, I came second in my university, and I thought that I would be so happy after this or whatever. I don't know. And I was happy for one day, and then life just moved on. It has happened like that has been an experience with any sort of accomplishment of mine, that I feel good for a few days and then life just moves on. And what's the strange thing? I have felt the same way about grief. I really thought that, oh, I would never feel joy anymore. I felt that a part of me will always be broken and whatnot. But then I laughed. Then I made new memories and new connections, and I found newer things to look forward to in the future. Life moved on. Again, the world keeps spinning. It never stops for anyone. So, your greatest achievements or your lowest lows are just, everything is so temporary that, like, why am I so hung up on external achievements as much? Why am I so hung up on milestones that I have to achieve in life so much? Like, it's so temporary, you know? And I'm not saying that those are insignificant things. I do think ambition matters. I think money matters. Practically speaking, it matters. I'm not saying that like grief is insignificant or something like that, but like everything, eventually there's another side to it, and eventually you will move on if you just give yourself enough time. So that has been very liberating. Also, going through the experiences that I've gone through in these past few years have made me realize that like how strong I am in a way. Like everything I thought in my life that would break me sort of has not broken me at all. It has just made me realize my inner strength, and that no matter what I go through in life, I am stronger than I think I am. And that has built like real trust in me. And I realized that one rejection or one failure or one missed timeline is not going to define who I am. So that's where real confidence is built. Real confidence is built when you go through shit and you come out of it and you realize that life didn't stop and that you didn't stop. And I feel like I've gotten real confidence now with the kind of experiences that I've had. One more thing that has happened is I'm very present in life, because life has been so unpredictable that I kind of realized that what will happen. Like it's gonna happen regardless of whatever I do. So what I have actually in my hand is this very moment, what I work towards, like what I choose to give my attention to, and the kind of intention I have with it. If I have the right intentions and I do the kind of work I do, that's kind of the only thing that I have in my hands. So that's what I pay my attention to, the very moment that I'm in. So, no, I'm not going through a quarter life crisis. I'm not. Not because I have everything figured out, because I've achieved all of my goals. No, but because losing the people I loved forced me to understand something I wish I had learned much earlier. We don't actually know how much time we have. The only thing guaranteed is this moment. As long as we're alive, there is still time. Yes, time to change, time to create, time to love, time to fail, time to begin again. And when I look back on my life years from now, I don't think I'll care whether I have achieved something at 25 instead of 35. I'll care about the people I loved, the relationships I built, the moments I was fully present for, the life I was given while it was happening. Everything else is just something we learn to measure ourselves with. And maybe that's why turning 25 doesn't feel like a crisis. It just feels like another chance. So that was the video, you guys. I hope it was insightful, and I hope it made you feel less alone and made you realize that crisis is just in your head. It's not real. I will comment down below my Instagram page, my Substack article on the same topic. So if you like this video, make sure to follow my Instagram page and subscribe to my Substack. That would be really nice. I will post a long form video on this channel every Sunday. So If you like this video, make sure to like it, share it, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would love to see it at least reach 200 by the end of this month, hopefully. And yeah, what else? I don't know. Love you. Bye.